Our first war is Florence.
Wow.
Okay, pausing it. The first Milanese-Veronese war. Let's see here, what's going on? Welcome back to the third episode of Mr. Bunal Gaming E5 Florence. So far, we've hit play. We've let the map go, or the timeline go for 3 months. We've done almost absolutely nothing so far. It is a intimidating, big game. I mean, just looking at it right now, it's got a lot of buttons, right? So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna actually dive into some gameplay here. I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna quit marveling at the map. I'm gonna quit hitting those hints and diving too deep into those. Let's play it. Let's get some stuff going here. Let's try to expand, make some money, and kick some butt. Okay, here we go. Boom. Okay, we've been playing for literally 10 seconds, and we've got the 100 Years' War historical event. Excellent. Look at this artwork. This is so cool. Look at this artwork. This is really cool. The 100 Years' War. In the year 1337, tensions between the King of England and the Kingdom of France have reached a breaking point. The long-standing disputes over territory and claims to the French throne have erupted into open hostilities, marking the beginning of the 100 Years' War. Okay, well, we're neither England or France, so I don't think we're going to have a whole lot to do right now with the 100 Years' War. I mean, there's so much information in these menus right now. This is really cool. I mean, look here at the Catholic Church, right? You can see all the different policies in place, the members, the states that are there. Okay, here we go. Here is a hint, new hint. Control is one of the most important attributes of our locations. It determines the percentage of tax base and levies that is effectively usable by us or our states. A location may have many buildings and high population, but they will not benefit anyone unless there is some control in the location. Right, so you can have population and buildings and all this stuff, but you don't control it, you don't get it. And I assume, right, the more control you have, the more percentage of the population you can access. So recommended actions to build up your control is concentrate your building efforts in your capital and surrounding locations, as they'll be naturally enjoy the highest control from the beginning of the game. Build roads from the location panel in order to connect your capital to the wealthiest cities. Locations of the port might have an easier time reaching the capital. Okay, so it's really, wow, look at this. Look how granular this is. A road builder, right? I don't think, were there any roads built in E4? I don't think so, right? Anyways, look at this road builder. We are way too poor right now to even be able to think about it, but I mean, yeah, it looks really cool. It looks like if you can afford to build roads, you should probably start doing that. It's going to open up market access and spread growth, institutional growth, construction speed, and local monthly development. Ooh, an election. Since we are a republic in 1337, we have an election here. So we have a Medici, Giuliano, who's got a 60, 59, 70, 19 male, courtier. Wow, look at that. Oh, and they come to, can you see that? They actually animate. Wow, that's cool. Okay, well, they're animated. That's pretty cool. And Biordo Bardi, okay, 70, 70, 56. I think we're going to go with Bardi. Let's go Bardi, even though I think we want Medicis to come in, but I want to see what this happens here like that. We'll just see what happens. Boom, Bardi. Okay. Now we have but now we're missing the member here. What if the entire cabinet is Medicis? There he is right there. We're going to put him as, okay, so boom. So now all of our cabinet members are Medicis. So we want to import coal. This is our first time really diving into the import markets. This is a super in-depth thing, what I've heard so far. We can already see the new map pop up here, our markets map, our trade map. So we need coal. As of right now, it's the biggest green number, so that's what I'm gonna go with. Cortona in the south and Prato in the north. They're towns, okay, yeah, just towns. It's a member of the Triple Defensive League. 29,000 people. This one has 38,000. But you know, it's also maybe just even too early to kind of be thinking about annexing things. We're hemorrhaging money here. We got to figure out our money thing, I think, first. So let's try a hint here. Hint, negative balances. We have a negative balance. If we're not careful, this could lead to debt or even bankruptcy. Recommended actions. Go to the economy panel, see our income and expenses. You can move the sliders to raise taxes and lower costs. Ensure that all buildings are profitable. Okay, so first let's go into the economy panel. Let's mint a little bit more. I think we can raise this because let's keep it at 2% there. That's 2 gold. Let's drop their tax a little bit. Let's raise tax on the commoner. Let's get back to that economic piece in a minute. We're paused because of this. League against Della Scala. The arrogant moves of the Della Scala dynasty on the chessboard of Italy have alienated every other player participating, prompting opponents to start scheming. Their recent actions have only made matters worse, leading to the formation of the coalition against them involving many prominent dynasties and states in the north region. The Republic of Florence is but one of the states aiming to defeat this rising hegemon. Alongside several other major players, we have been trying to contain the expansion of the dynasty, but to little to no results so far. Though the hostilities may have ceased for the time being, we cannot fret from continuing the fight. Okay, cool. So we will contain them. We gain a cut down the size of Verona. Okay, so we got a Castle against Verona. We gain anti-skilling league for 3 years. We lose 100 opinion of Verona. We gain 110 army tradition. We will join the war. Should we accept? We'll join the war within a year. Okay, yep, we're gonna join the war against them. So it does seem like there are like kind of AI suggestions here, which is probably going to be extremely helpful. It just seems like we might not have the trade capacity right now to really affect that. If you look at your current trades, that's profitable a little bit. Yeah, we don't have the trade. Okay, so we don't have trade capacity right now. So I guess let's see, I'm not sure yet how to build up trade capacity, but that is going to be one of the big things, how to build trade capacity. Okay, but we are now actually profitable right now, so that's pretty good too. We had an exceptional year. Last year has seen a fine harvest and an excellent environment for traders and entrepreneurs. This has proven a blessing of our tax-based generate higher income for the public. Do we want stability? Do we want the money? Research. Yeah, we're going to want that money right now. We're poor. That's going to almost double our money. So yeah, boom, done. Okay, pausing it. Our first war is Florence, the first Milanese-Veronese war. Let's see here, what's going on? We are on the side of Milan, and we got Lucca, Padua, Parma against us. Okay, so we are at war here. Okay, we're in a pretty good spot. We got Lucca, Presca, and Massa. War, here's our hint for war. War starts when a country issues a declaration of war and ends when the two sides agree to a peace treaty. Every war has 2 leaders, but there can also be other war allies. The war will end when the 2 war leaders sign a peace treaty, but secondary participants can sign separate peace treaties with the enemy war leader. Recommended actions. Consider getting a Casus Belli before declaring a war. We can ask for one during Parliament or fabricate claims against rivals. Once the war starts, pay attention to the Casus Belli and its war goal, as it's essential for earning the war score and securing a favorable peace treaty. Depending on the Casus Belli, we will earn a war score in different ways, either by occupying the capital, controlling locations, occupying the forts, defeating enemies in battle, blockading ports. Okay, so we are now at war. How are we going to, I guess, raise our levies here? That's what we do, right? Let's just raise our levies for now, and let's save our money, and let's see what happens. Okay, so let's raise our levies. Feudal recruitment, 1,000 monthly maintenance, leather, and weaponry. Our full army looks like it's 92 noble cavalry, 240 footmen levy, and 5,561 feudal levies. So I'm not an expert on medieval armies, but it looks like we got about 5,500 peasants in the army, another 250-ish maybe a little bit better than peasants, and then the noble cavalry. And okay, yeah, it's going to take about 2 weeks, it looks like, to raise our army. Our goal is going to be to march here into Presca and take Lucca and hopefully secure Lucca. So now before we actually jump into this war, let me look at a couple map modes and let's just kind of see what else we can look at here. So what's the tactical map mode here? This is what, like grassland, so it's easy to attack in. What is this here? Flatland, Mediterranean, farmland, inland. What's this, like a mountain? Mountain, oceanic, forest. Interesting. I mean, this is so interesting. Like each thing is so in depth of the different buffs and debuffs of the location. So you gotta be really thinking about where you're attacking, and then for defense, right? You can pull that stuff back too and use that for your own defense as well. So that's super cool. Let's see what's next here. Fortifications. Okay, I don't know if this is exactly like EU4, right? But if this is where the fort is, we have to take the fort. If we took Pogi Bonsai, is that called Poggy Bonsai? If we took this, but not Florence, we'd keep losing because we didn't take the fort. I believe that's how that is. So we probably have to take Lucca to get all 3 of these. I believe that's what this map is showing. This is just how big of an army each of these places can support. And then our military access. Okay, yeah, so we obviously are allied with Papal States, so that's why we have access there, but we don't have access anywhere else. Well, you know what? I think we're going to pause it right here. We're going to let this keep ticking. We're about to join into this Milanese-Veronese War, the first one. It is now February 1338. We've made it almost a year in gameplay. I told you I was going to let the game play a little bit. We did that. We have plus money, positive money. We're making money here. Not very much, but we are making money. I didn't really look up here, but we're not getting that many people to come in. It definitely has crashed, but maybe that's because the war is happening. You know, that's actually another cool thing. If we start attacking and moving and attack other city-states, migration might start coming into our city-state and build up our population, right? And present its own problems because then we'd have outside pops that are maybe different cultures, etc., religions, whatever, even though probably not since they're all Italian. But that could happen. Migration moves in and changes the demographics of your country. Anyways, this is just everything about this so far is super cool. I have not had any issues, no crashes this time around. A couple lags here and there, but I don't think anything major at all. Really looking forward to our next episode. We are going to jump into war. We're going to start attacking. The whole next episode is probably going to be a war episode. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode so far. And if so, please like, subscribe, and share. This is a brand new channel and obviously trying to help it grow as best as possible. So I really appreciate any help you can do. Wait, look here, we got 5,000 men just popped in. Oh, look, and you can see they got the, like the peasants, the levies, the cav on horseback. And yeah, the other guys, that's super cool. Like you can see the different men in there. That's great. Different armies, different sizes too, it looks like. Different amounts of guys in there. Okay, pausing the game. Like, subscribe, share. We will see you on the next one for the war. Thank you. Bye.